हरिः ॐ कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति पराङ्गतिं नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यो नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः नमः सभायै पूर्वकथा संग्रहश्च आरुन्धानेरुषान्धे भृगुकुलतिलके संक्रमय्य स्वतेजः याते यातोऽसि अयोध्यां सुखमिह निवसन् कान्तया कान्तमूर्ते शत्रुघ्नेन एकदाथो गतवति भरते मातुलस्यादिवासम् तातारब्धे अभिषेकस्तव किल विहतः केकय अधीशपुत्रया. Summary by Narayana Bhattatri. Arundhane rushande bhrigukulaltilake sankramaya swatejaha yate. After fighting with Bhrigu Rama, Bhargava Rama along with his Patni yate Ayodhyam sukam iha nivasan. For 12 years he was residing happily. Kantaya kantamurte shatrugnena ekadato gatavati bharate matulasya divasam. So Ayodhya Kanda begins with this sentence. Shatrugnena ekadato gatavati bharate matulasya divasam. Tata arabdha abhishekaha tava kila vihataha kekaya adhisha putraya vihataha abhisheka vihataha. There was a stoppage of your abhishekam, yavarajya abhishekam. So in one line, Narayana Bhattatri gives Sankshepa, the last sections of Balakanda and Ayodhya Kanda. So we are in this stage. Ayodhya Kanda mein first 14 sargas, of which we are going to see something very unique. 7 to 14 sargas, 8 sargas are the most important, because Ramayana would not happen without what we are going to see today. So Ramayana, though, it has 3 different starting points that may be of some interest. Tapaswadhyaya niratam tapasvi vagvidam varam naradam paripapracha Valmiki. That is the starting of the grantha, that is the actual starting of the text. Takaraha saukyadayakaha. So tapaswadhyaya niratam tapasvi vagvidam varam. That is the first sloka in text wise. But from story point of view, from kavya, ma nishada pratishtam tvam agamaha shashwati sama yat krauncha mitunat ekam avadihi kamamohitam. That is the start of the story with makaraha. Mahalakshmi ke upar a story to start hota hai, because that's where Valmiki gets the enthusiasm to write shokaha slokatvam agataha. But actually the Ramayana as a drama begins only in the 7th sarga of Ayodhya Kanda. Jnati dasi yato dasi kaikeya saushaja. Na jnati dasi yato jataha kaikeyi prasadam chandra sankasham aruroha yadurshaya. This is the dramatic beginning of Ramayana. Without this there is no Ramayana. You know, everybody says Valmiki is a Adi Kavi, Valmiki is a Bhakti Kavi, Valmiki is a Rishi, Valmiki is a philosopher. More importantly, Valmiki is a great dramatist. Without this drama, if you don't have a drama, then there's no juice in life. So Ramayana, if you simply narrate, okay, there was a king called Rama, he was always living on dharma. Dharmo viswasya jagatah pratishtha loke dharmishtham praja upasarpanti dharmena papamapanudati sarve dharmam pratishtham tasmaat dharmam paramam vadanti. Okay, what is there? This is Upanishad. Same thing then Veda says, Dharmo va adipatihi dharmameva varundhe. Only one sentence in the Taittiriya Bhaga. Brahmana Bhaga. Dharmo va adipatihi dharmameva varundhe. Dharma is the supreme, and we have to only aspire for dharma. To explain this, Ramayana has come. Veda upabrahmanartam Ramayanam came. But then if somebody says Rama lived, there was a wicked lady, his stepmother asked him to go to 12 years in exile. What is there? There should be something, dramatically introduction should be there. So that's what Ramayana gives an opportunity for Valmiki as a poet to express his dramatic style. He does it through Manthara. Valmiki as a dramatist and Manthara. That is what we are going to see. So everybody had seen Ramayana is a kavyam. Ramayana is a sloka related text of 24,000 slokas. No, Ramayana is also a great dramatic text. Okay, who is known as a great dramatist in the world? Let's all go back to some 450 years. We'll compare something interesting. How Valmiki, Margadarshi, Maharshi, Kalidas says about Valmiki. How are you able to write such a great text? That is because of Valmiki. Margadarshi, Maharshi. Today we will see. He was a great poet. We know Upama Kalidasasya. Everybody said only Kalidas can give a lot of similes. Valmiki did it. So Kalidas himself says that I learnt to write from Valmiki. Beautiful today. Panduhu abhramiva akasham rahu yuktam nishakaraha. One phrase is enough. Today's sarga. Valmiki expresses the mood of Dasaratha when he enters the Antarpura of Kaikeyi, not knowing that he is going to be caught like the moon caught by Rahu in a Grahana Kala. Beautiful. Pandu abhramiva akasham. In a white crystal clear sky, Pandu abram means akasham. Pandu abramiva akasham rahu yuktam nishakarati iti nishakaraha evam chandrama. So when Chandra is being caught by Rahu, Chandra didn't know. Likewise, what a beauty. So likewise, Valmiki uses this simile. Pandu abhramiva akasham rahu yuktam nishakara. And also the word, he doesn't use chandrama, he doesn't use mati, he uses nishakaraha, nishakarati iti nishakaraha iti chandraha. So rahu yuktam nishakaraha. So Valmiki kavyam is a great text. This he himself says. Samudhramiva ratnadyam sarvasruti manoharam patye geye chamaguram pramanais tribihi anvitam jatibis saptabihi bhaddam tantri laya samanvitam kamartha guna samyuktam dharmartha guna visrutam vistaram samudhramiva ratnadyam sarvasruti manoharam. We'll decipher all this. So what did we say? So Ramayana there should be some dramatic way, a twist should happen, right? Without that, there is no drama. Because Valmiki Ramayana is not just a recitation of slokas. What is Valmiki Ramayana? Valmiki Ramayana, first and foremost, is a shastra. Leave that aside. More importantly, it is Shravya Kavyam. Not only that, forget that. It is not only Shravya Kavyam, it's a Drishya Kavyam. That's what we have to establish. And Drishya Kavyam comes if there is a suspense, if there is a tragedy, if there is something unknown, something the playwright has to introduce. So 450 years back, everybody used to eulogize only Shakespeare, right? But Shakespeare was only known as a playwright, as a dramatist. But Shakespeare is not known for his sonnet. Of course, he wrote a lot of sonnets, but he only wrote 39 plays that made him globally famous. From 450 years back he wrote till when we go back to our school days. In those days when we were studying in India, education was comprehensive. We learned Sanskrit, and also we learned Shakespeare's poems and sonnets and Wordsworth and John Dryden's and so on and so forth. That helps us. But that education is slowly disappearing. So we would have, most of us who are grade here, would have learnt Shakespeare as well as Ramayan. Right. So 450 years back, this gentleman came in Stratford upon Avon. And everybody eulogized him to be a great poet, great playwright. He was only known as a playwright. But Valmiki is a poet. Valmiki is a philosopher. Today we are going to see that Valmiki is a dramatist as well. Without this drama, there is no Ravanavadam. What is Ramayana? Ramo dasaratir bhutva pulasya kulanandanam jagana ravanam sankhe tasmai kshatratmane namaha. This is Vyasa Vakyam as said by Bhishma in Mahabharata. So, Rama is to be praised for his valor. Valor in killing all the enemies led by Ravana. To do thus, there should be some cause. And that cause is this Manthara's appearance in Ramayana. That is very beautiful way. That is, drama means suspense should be introduced. Which Valmiki does. Jnati dhasi yato jataha Kaikeya sa ushita. Jnati dhasi yato dasaha Kaikeyi sa ushita prasadam chantra sankasham aruroha yadrichaya. All of, look, I should do well, my son is coming and sitting. So, yadrichaya. All of a sudden, Valmiki introduces this Kooni, Kubja Manthara, drama. Okay? So, this, it looks like dramatists always have such thought in them. So, 3 poets in 3 distinct ages born, Greece, Italy and England did adorn. The first in loftiness of thought, the next in the majesty or beauty, in both the last. So, this is a great poem which says about Milton. They all said Milton is the one where it is an amalgam of majestic way of writing, beauty in writing. No, Valmiki is 1 step further, 2 steps further. Valmiki wrote something in very loftiness, in such a poetic beauty in Anushtup, which we have already seen one example. Pandu abhramiva akasham rahu yuktam nishakaraha. That is loftiness, beauty, majesty. He talks about the valor of Rama, because what is Ramayana according to Vyasa? Tasmai chatra atmane namaha. The valor, let us praise and sing the glory of the valor of Rama, majesty. The third one, Valmiki was a philosopher. He is a life skill guru, right? Chalanameva manushyanam matihi. We have seen that every step he gives life lesson, and he was a philosopher. And now we are going to introduce today, he was a great dramatist, beautiful, in 8 sargas. From 7th to 14th sarga. That's the basis of Ramayana. So Ramayana actually begins in Ayodhya Kanda. The force of nature could no farther go. This is singing in praise of Milton. But before that, there's this gentleman, this rishi called Valmiki. The force of nature could no further go. To make a third, she joined the former two. But to make the third or to make the first, the nature joined all the 5 aspects of poetical writing. That is in Valmiki. So that is what Valmiki is. So Shakespeare was only dramatist. But there is some very good similarity. Of course, Shakespeare's text came after Ramayan. But to have an attractive, mind-melting and bold-melting drama, there should be a twist and turn. The twist and turn is in Ayodhya Kanda. Let's take this. More or less a good example is Othello. Othello and Desdemona. It's beautiful. So if you look at Shakespeare's play, this is tragic play, whether it is a Macbeth or a Hamlet or Romeo and Juliet or Hamlet, and this one is Othello and Desdemona. There is the thing that why Valmiki, as I said, Valmiki never gave the reason. He never gave anything about Kooni. Beautiful. If you read Ramayana like this, it will melt and you will have tears in your eyes. Valmiki, everybody said he was only a poet. No. Has Valmiki ever said the reason why Kooni did this job, what she did? Did Valmiki mention where is the origin of Kooni or Kubja? No. Because we don't. A dramatist would not tell everything. Certain things the dramatist will keep it secret so that the story and the play folds itself. So we have to scratch our head to know why did this happen. And that's what he does in Kooni. Similar afterwards, what we can't compare this to Shakespeare because Shakespeare came later. But there's a great play by Shakespeare and a character is as good as Kooni in a wicked way called Iago. In Othello and Desdemona's story, there comes a person called Iago. He is as wicked as Kooni. And that Iago does all mischiefs that ends in taking the life of Desdemona, the wife of Othello. That's what I said. When we went through a comprehensive education back home, we would have read all these: Hamlet, Macbeth, Merchant of Venice. So it helps now to understand Ramayana. Why Valmiki did not say anything about Kooni, and we don't know what happened after this 10 or 12 sargas about Kooni. That story disappears there, because that's the way a dramatist should do a drama, playwright. So what is this? Iago. So Iago was a soldier, a general, under this Moor, this North African person called Othello. And Othello marries Desdemona. Desdemona is a Venetian lady, a rich lady, daughter of a senator, similar to Sita Ma, daughter of Janaka. Okay. Then this Iago does all wickedness, but we cannot pinpoint why he did this, like what Manthara did. We don't know why Manthara did this. If you just imbibe this, it is very interesting. So at the end, Othello kills himself. He kills his wife Desdemona, and a lot of mischief happens, and finally this Iago also goes away. So in understanding why Shakespeare wrote this, in fact it was not an original story by Shakespeare. Shakespeare borrowed this from somebody, from an Italian playwright already there. Okay, but he would have embellished it and made it much interesting. So this Iago also dies. So what was the purpose of Iago doing all this? So when people analyzed, beautiful phrase, Ramayana is a literary pearl. So similarly Shakespeare's too. They say we can't find the reason why Iago did this mischief. Maybe some people are inherently bad. So the phrase came, motiveless malignity. No reason. There is no reason why this Iago did. Because this Othello was a North African man. So the Italian noble did not want to give his daughter to this North African. Then this Iago uses lots of opportunity. He uses Othello. Then why Shakespeare brings this, but he also leaves it loophole. Why Iago did this? The one reason is Iago was a soldier. He was a general. He wanted to be promoted. But this Othello did not promote Iago. He promoted another Florentine guy called Cassio. So that is jealousy. Then, same thing happens in Kooni's case. Why did Kaikeyi get tempted? Jealousy. Because Kaikeyi did not want Rama to rule because of jealousy, because she wanted her son. Okay. The second thing, Iago was insinuating that his wife and Cassio and his wife and Othello were having some illegal affairs. So it's kind of insecurity. Kaikeyi shows that. Then Iago had a friend called Rodrigo. Roderigo also was a rich man, so Iago was burning himself that he is not rich, so he need to bring down Roderigo. That he uses Othello. So he uses every aspect, wickedness. But there's no single reason in that Shakespeare's drama why Iago did this. Maybe it is because of jealousy. Maybe it is because of lust. Maybe because of he was poor, he wanted to be rich. Maybe because he was not promoted, somebody was promoted. So all these, but we cannot pinpoint what made Iago to do that. At the end, he was killed himself by the law. So what on earth he did all this? We don't know. There was no motive because the play concludes that some people are inherently born wicked. Motiveless, malignity, such a malice. Similarly, this Kooni, Kubja, we don't know why would she do this to Kaikeyi. Because Kaikeyi also became a wicked woman. Even though Ram did not think, but the world thinks even today. Then what made Manthara to come? We don't know. He did, she did. We don't know about her origin. Beautifully Shakespeare says in Iago, "Oh sir, content you. I follow him to serve my turn upon him. I am just going to be a servant to Othello, find suitable time to bring him down, to pull him down." Similarly, Manthara followed Kaikeyi from Kekeya Raja. I follow him to serve him, to bring down upon him. Exactly Shakespeare uses this phrase when Iago tells in Act 1. Beautiful. So, how good. So, we all praise Shakespeare to be a great dramatist. Did we ever think Valmiki also had the same intentions? Why did Manthara follow Kaikeyi? Sa Ushita. Valmiki says she was always attached to Kaikeyi because she came with a wickedness looking for opportunity to pull Kaikeyi. What was it? Is it because of jealousy? Perhaps. We don't know. So Valmiki never gives the explanation as to the mind behind Manthara doing this because he leaves it as a dramatist. He leaves it as a dramatist to say that certain people are born inherently wicked. So that's what it is. So, jealousy. When it comes to Kaikeyi, she was corrupted slowly, which we have seen, the perseverance of Manthara. She was corrupted in such a way that the jealousy was burning in herself like anything, that she could not overcome the jealousy. To not see her son Bharata be crowned as a prince as against Rama. And there again, Shakespeare uses a phrase, "Oh Lord, jealousy is a green-eyed monster." Can you? So fresh. Jealousy is green-eyed monster which doth mock. Beautiful. Shakespeare says jealousy. Because we don't know why Iago was worried about Cassio, why Iago was worried about Roderigo, why Iago was worried about Othello. Jealousy. He is an North African man, but still he is the general. But this Cassio is having an affair with X and Y, but still he gets promoted. Why I got left out? Jealousy. It's fresh. Jealousy keeps on coming fresh. So Shakespeare uses the phrase, green-eyed monster which doth mock. It always comes and mocks at people. You cannot conquer jealousy. If you are jealousy, asuya. But Rama has conquered. So Valmiki bring, Kona asmin sampratam loke gunavan kona asuyakaha, na asuyakaha. Tell me a person who is not jealous of others. Because jealousy can kill you, jealousy can kill others, as shown in Othello, Desdemona. So look, it's one of the tragic stories of Shakespeare's. How apt it fits with Ramayana, or how apt Ramayana fits with Shakespeare's drama. These plays, 5 plays, Panchamaha drama. One is Romeo Juliet, Hamlet, Macbeth, King Lear. I forgot. King Lear, and this one is Othello. So Shakespeare is known for 5 great dramas. All are tragic. And he is known as a dramatist. Similarly, Valmiki, without Manthara, there is no Ramayana. And Valmiki introduced Manthara in such a way that in later years, dramatists would introduce the Who is the core in Shakespeare's Othello? It's not the hero Othello. It's not the hero in Desdemona. It is Iago. And people said, I can't find the reason why this guy did this and brought the whole of Venice down. Right? Why did this happen? We don't know why she did, but she did. That's why made Othello a everlasting drama. Similarly, we don't know why this Kubja did. That's why that made Ramayana as a drama. Drishya Kavyam. Why it is Drishya Kavyam? Because Lavakucha played it and enacted it in Ashwamedha Mahamantap. So this comes in today's lecture. So that's what happens. So, and also how does a drama start? Every act, in every act there will be a pause, and when it is going to be a core act, the important act means there will be a dramatic scene change. There will be a scenery change. There will be a character change. So similarly, Valmiki introduces beautiful way, Yadrishaya, suddenly, all of a sudden, when the world was in merry. So Rama Loka Abhiramam, everybody said Rama Loka Abhiramam. So everybody wanted Rama. Everybody Ramo, 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 iti prajanam, abhavan katha. Everywhere there was only Rama katha. Tomorrow is Pushya Nakshatra, today is Punarvasu Nakshatra. Tomorrow my beloved Ram is going to be crowned as a Yavaraja. Ichha mohi mahabhagum raghuviram mahabalam gajena magatayantam ramam satravridananam. So this is the stage. But then all of a sudden, this Kooni comes, so screenplay changes. So where are we? Udhirna samrambato vritanana tata avamuktottamalya bhushana narendra patni vimana babuva satamo vritadyauhu iva magnataraka. Beautiful. Until then, when Valmiki was in the same mood of writing, he uses Anushtup. But when it came to the 9th sarga, the end of the 9th sarga, 3 sargas, Manthara uses 3 sargas to convince Kaikeyi. From 7th sarga, 8th sarga, 9th sarga. At the end of 9th sarga, which we have seen in the last lecture, she slowly poisoned the mind of Kaikeyi. So Valmiki uses the same meter Anushtup. Look at this literary pearl here. So Valmiki uses same Anushtup. So in all the tapaswadhyayana tapasvi vagvidam varam naradam paripapracha Valmikir munipungavam Anushtup, 32 letters. Then ma nishada pratishtam tvam agamaha sasvadi sama yat krauncha mitunat ekam avadihi kamamohitam. Second way, when he begins Ramayan, it is Anushtup. Jnati dasi yato dasi Kaikeyi sa ushita saha prasadam chandra sankasam aruroha yadurchaya. Third beginning of Ramayana also Anushtup. But then he wants to change the drama because something tragic is going to happen. Like imagine, like when somebody is going to change the act, they put the curtain down and then they give some interlude, music plays, so it drags. Similarly, when it came to the 9th sarga, he changes the meter of Ramayana. It becomes lengthy. Couple of slokas becomes very, what a beautiful mind Valmiki has. We have to study Ramayana like this. So, Udhirna samrambato avritanana tata avamuktottama malya bhushana. Look, it is stretching. Even when we recite, you have to tongue twister. The slokas are stretching, maybe beyond 32 letters, so it is not Anushtup. Udhirna samrambhato ram samrambha thamo vritanana tata avamuktottama malya bhushana narendra patri vimana babuva sa tamo vrita dhyauriva magnataraka. So he is visualizing that there is going to be something happening, act change. So he is giving pause for us so that he is couple of slokas, 4 or 5 slokas, I don't remember how many, from 62 to 66. I think the sarga ends with 66 slokas if my memory serves correctly. So from 62 to 66 slokas, when you have copious amount of free time, you look into it. So he beautifully stretches the sloka. So the 9th sarga ends Udhirna samrambato sambramba tamo avrutanana tata avamuktotama malyabhushana tata avamuktotma. She starts throwing. So until this 7, 8 and 9, the drama is only verbal. Because there is only communication, tit for tat going between Manthara and Kaikeyi. There is no dramatic action. So the action is going to begin. So Valmiki introduces by telling, look, I'm going to stretch the slokas so that you can prepare your mind that something is going to happen. Narendra Patri Vimana Babuva Mana Vimana. All these 3 sargas, this Manthara's efforts paid. So the mind, which was pristine, because he was Bhamini means beautiful as well as sensitive woman. She was such a beautiful and sensitive woman, but the Manthara's perseverance changed her mind, so she became corrupted. Vimana, corrupted mind. Narendra Patni Vimana Babuvasa. Kaun? Kaikeyi. Tamo Vrita. Then it becomes, everything became dark. The story is going to get dark. How? Dhyauriva Magnataraka. On Amavasya day, there is no star. Dhyauhu Magnataraka iva. Magnahat means disappeared. Stars disappeared on a dark night. Likewise, the entire Ayodhya became dark. So the Ayodhya wanted Rama, who is Lokabhiramam. But what is going to happen? Rama will become Arama. Ramo Aramo Bhavishyati. Yenakena Prakarena. Kaikeyi asks, you make Rama Arama. Yenakayana Prakarena. So 3 sargas. Then the drama begins. Vidarshita Yada Devi Kubjaya Papaya Brusham Tada Shetesma Sabhumau Digda Vidheva Kinnari. Look. 5 slokas, Valmiki gave us enough time to think how is he going to introduce the drama. The actual visual expressions of drama begins here. Vidarshita Yada Devi Kubjaya Papaya Brusham Papaya Kubjaya. This lady is evil, motiveless. She wants to do something bad. Can you believe she came to serve Kaikeyi? Why did she do that? Valmiki never says that. Only, even Tulsidas never says. They didn't give the motive. Whereas only Kamban gives the motive. Nobody else. Kamban in Tamil land gives the motive. There are 2 different motives. Valmiki, in a broader sense, there is 2 ways you should take. One is contextual and then the broader. Valmiki never gives contextual understanding as to what and why Manthara did. Because when he introduces Manthara, he never tells the reason or he gives any clue about the identity of Manthara beyond saying she is some relative's servant. Nyati Dasi. So, no contextual understanding. But broader understanding he gives in Balakanta that it is to preserve and protect Dharma. So, the Devas went to seek the support of Sriman Narayana. And so, the Ramayan came because to quell Ravana. So Dharma, for protecting Dharma. So that's a broader sense. But there's no contextual sense. He didn't give because he was a dramatist. But the Tamil poets, Bhakti land, did not want to promote Rama as just a Manushya. Even Tulsidas. But Tulsidas was totally oriented towards Bhakti. Whereas in Tamil land, Alvars, 2 Alvars, the first and foremost was known as Tirumazhisai Alvar, and the second one is known as Nammalvar. I belong to the place where Nammalvar was born. Okay, they give the reason. They also make it dramatic. But Kamban in the 10th century gives this reason that there was some mischief done. But down the road, Valmiki, when he crowns Sugriva, he gives the clue there. But who would go back until otherwise you study the entire Ramayana, you would not know. But here contextually Valmiki never gives. Whereas Valmiki gives that reason somewhere yonder. And also in Yuddhaganda, if I remember correctly, Ravana also mentions this. I have known why this Rama came. Okay, there when he talks to Sugriva, he gives never underestimate people like I did. So that's a different story. But here contextually Valmiki never gives. But Kamban in Tamil poetry gives because Rama did a mischief. Rama did a mischief when he was a yuva, that he played games on the back of hunchback Kooni. He took the clay arrow, clay balls, and then hit Kooni on her hunchback. So this lady remembered that on some 10, 12 years back, and then she used an opportunity to do big. But what does Ramayan say? Always, no matter whatever it is, good will always prevail evil. That is the end of Ramayan. But Thondriya Kooniyum துடிக்கும் நெஞ்சினாள் ஊன்றிய வெகுளியாள் உழைக்கும் உள்ளத்தாள் கான்று எரி நயனத்தாள் கதிக்கும் சொல்லினாள் மூன்று உலகினுக்கும் ஓர் இடுக்கண் மூட்டுவ. This Kooni is the worst person. She can do bad things to the entire universe. மூன்று உலகக்கும் ஓர் unique danger. Nobody else can do the danger like Kooni did, which we have seen. Or idukkan muttuval. Why she did? Kamban says in beautiful Tamil. Just for the rhyme you listen. At least 1 or 2 Tamil speakers are here. Tondai vai kekayan togai koyil mel mandinal. This is how Kamban also introduces. Kamban also doesn't tell anything about Kooni. So Tondai vai kekayan, that means that this Kooni entered the balcony of Kekaya Raja's Putri, Kaikeyi. Togai means Putri. Koyil mel mandinal veguliyin madittavayinal. She was so angry. Kamban never says why she was angry. She was biting her lip. Veguliyin madittavayinal. This is the reason. Pandainal iragavan panivil umil. Undai undadanaithan ullattu ulluvar. Some yonder days back, when Rama was young, Pandainal means back days. Raghavan means Raghukula Tilaka. Pani will umil, will means chopper. Undai, so clay ball. He took clay ball and then hit hunchback. That is what she remembered. Can you believe? Just this is a playful game. Why would somebody do this kind of an havoc for just getting some playful hit? We all hit. When we were all young, we used to blow the glass doors and ceilings and bulbs of the next door neighbor, our own neighbor. But will they go and put us in the jail? But why did this Kooni did? Because they had to give some reason. They gave. Can you believe? For a small mistake, why would you turn the earth around? That's what Kooni did. So, Pandainal iragavan panivil umil undai undadanaithan ullattu ulluval. Here also Kamban did not give much. So, motiveless malignancy. Beautiful. Look how Shakespeare captured that. Valmiki captured it. Kamban captured it. So, then what is the broader sense of Ramayan? Arakkar pavamum allavar iyattriya aramum nallavar iyattriya aramum turakka nallarul turandanal tu mozhi madaman. So she was a good lady, tu mozhi madaman. She was like a innocent deer, Kaikeyi. But why she did? She did because without her and without Manthara, Ramayan would not happen. So maybe what happened in Kaikeyi, Arakkar Pavam, all the evil deeds done by Ravana and all the good deeds done by Rishis, they both came and fought together. And then they came and settled in Kaikeyi. Then Kaikeyi came to a conclusion. So if I have to support Rishis and if I have to quell these devil, I have to send Rama to the forest. Irakkam inmai andro. She became cruel with the support of Manthara. That is the reason we are celebrating Rama today. If Manthara was not there, if Kaikeyi was not there, Rama would not have gone to exile. If Rama would not have gone to exile, he would not have killed Ravana. If he had not killed Ravana, Dharma Paripalanam will not have happened. If we had not killed Ravana, if Rama has not killed Ravana, Vyasa would not have been tempted to recite this poem. What Vyasa says, Tasmai Chhatra Atmane Namaha. You have to correlate all. So today a lot of information, so try to digest it. So without the valor of Rama, Tasmai Chhatra Atmane Namaha, one poem Ramayan. Ramo dasaratir bhutva Pulasya Kulanandanam Jagana Ravanam Sanke Tasmai Kshatratmane Namaha. If Rama had not quelled Ravana, we would not have been celebrating Rama as a Devata today. That Kamban also says, Indri Ivulahangal Iraman Parakkum Tolpugal. If people have to sing, why people are singing the praise of Rama today? Indri means today, Adya. Indri Ivulahangal Iraman Parakkum Tolpugal Amudinai Paruhinadave. Today we are rejoicing in Rama. Why? Because he had shown his valor. He had protected Dharma. Dharmo adipatihi. Dharmo va adipatihi. Dharma meva varunde. Because Dharma. How did he protect Dharma? By his valor. Which in few sargas later, beautiful sloka. Yam palayasi dharmatvam dhrutva cha niyamena cha savai raghavasardhula dharmastvam abhirakshatu. Anushtup. See, Anushtup is such a patye geye cha maduram sarvasruti manohar. Whereas that is not there in that Nilban. It's kind of not a regular chandas which we have seen at the end of 9th sarga. Udhirna samrambhato vritanana tata avamukto avamuktottamalya bhushana narendra patri vimana babuva sa tamo vrita dhyauriva magnataraka. You can see the difference. See the difference between this meter and yam palayasi dharmatvam dhrutva cha niyamena cha. It's not tongue twister. Savai raghava sardhula dharmastvam abhirakshatu. So he came to protect Dharma. To do that, dramatic style Valmiki introduced. Now, Nischitya manasa krityam sa samyagiti bhamini mantarayai shanai sarvam achakshe vichakshana. So Manthara made Kaikeyi to change her mind. She became a corrupt mind, Vimana Babuva. Then what she does? She made in her mind that what Manthara said is true. This is the dramatic act of Kaikeyi, you will see. Nischitya manasa, she made it clear, pakka in her mind, that I am going to do something so that my son becomes crown prince. Nischitya manasa krityam sa samyagiti bhamini. Bhamini, because she was a, Bhamini means sensitive lady. Her sense was touched. Her weakness was touched by Manthara. So Valmiki uses Bhamini. And Valmiki also says she was a very clever woman, Vichakshana. But why she happened, we don't know. Again, motiveless thing comes. Nischitya manasa krityam sa samyagiti bhami mantarayai shanaihi sarvam achakshaje. Slowly she goes and talks to Shanaihi. Mantarayai shanaihi sarvam achakshaje vichakshana. Valmiki uses two adjectives. One, Bhamini, and then Vichakshana. Sadhina nischayam kritva mantara vakyamohita dina. She became dependent. Kaikeyi was such a powerful lady, but when somebody corrupts your mind, that's what Shakespeare says, isn't it? Oh, majesty, this jealousy is a green-eyed monster. So, green-eyed monster which doth mark. So, jealousy has marked Kaikeyi. Such a beautiful sarga. Sadhina. So, she became helpless, she became dependent. Whatever Kooni says, she is going to do. Sadhina nischayam kritva mantara vakyamohita. Mantara vakyamohita. She was totally sold by Manthara. Nagakanyeva nisvasya dirgha mushnam sabhamini. She was like a well-controlled Nagakanya, snake, women snake that's been controlled. Nagakanyeva nisvasya dirgha mushnam sabhamini. Muhurtam chintaya masa margam atmana sukavaham. Then she starts, how should I do this? Manthara told me to do this. I should also prepare myself to do that. So it's like you're taking makeup time and things like that. Actually, she is doing it. Muhurtam chintaya masa margam atmana sukavaham sa sugurcharthakamacha tam nishamya sunischitam babuva paramaprita siddhim prapyeva Manthara. Manthara felt happy because she had poisoned. She now knows Babuva paramaprita siddhim prapyeva. I know I will get my things done. Parama prita siddhim prapyeva mantara. Atasa rushita devi samyak kritva vinischayam samvivesha abhala bhumau niveshya brukutim mukhe. Now drama starts. How is Kaikeyi going to do? Athasa Rushita Devi. Then Kaikeyi first starts crying. Rushita Devi samyak kritva vinish. She wanted to make it perfect, so the first act is to cry. Samvivesha abhala bhumau. She just fell on the ground. Samvivesha abhala bhumau niveshya brukutim mukhe. Then she started frowning. Beautiful. I told you, no, this sarga is drama. You got to see the physical posture. Valmiki says, people don't do this. This is drama. See, Niveshya Bhrukitim Mukhe. She raised her eyebrows and started crying. Imagine, let's transcend ourselves to Ayodhya. Let's all go to Ayodhya in Treta Yuga. This is what happens. Yesterday, look, all these are happening on what day? Look at the math also. It was one in spring day. It was in Punarvasu Nakshatra. On the morning of Punarvasu Nakshatra, he called Vasishta, he called all the people, and then he got them to accept to make Rama the Yavarajya. In the evening, the news was spread to people. In the afternoon, the entire drama happens from the evening towards the night of Punarvasu Nakshatra. So everything happened only in the night, in the evening. Particularly from dusk to dawn. When the dusk of Punarvasu Nakshatra, all this drama, 14 sargas, imagine. These 14 sargas happened in a single day. And where did this drama happen? I did some math. This drama happens from the 7th sarga to the 14th sarga, 8th sarga. This 8th sarga happens in the evening of the Punarvasu Nakshatra and the beginning of the dawn of a Pushya Nakshatra. Because when Pushya Nakshatra came, Rama was asked to leave. So all this happens in one day, particularly this drama. Kaikeyi does it in the night. That's what it is. So what happens? She removes the makeup. In drama, you put the makeup, but she removes the makeup. So she just frowns her eyes. That means she had removed the eye thing. So she removed everything. See, Babuva Parama Prita Siddhim Prapyeva Mantara Atasa Rushita Devi Samyak Kritva Vinischitam Samvivesha Avala Bhumau Niveshya Brukitim Mukhe. Then Anjanam. She never had that Anjanam. So then her eyes became like this. So she was frowning. Brukutim Mukhe. Tatahas Chitrani Malyani. Now act comes in the night. So the Raja is going to come about 11 o'clock in the midnight. She is doing all this after Sandhya Kala, before the arrival of Dasaratha. How is Dasaratha going to arrive? Dasaratha is going to arrive as if the moon is going to be caught by Rahu. Pandu abhramiva akasham Rahu yuktam nishakaraha. That's where that is. This sarga, literary masterpiece. Tatas chitrani malyani divyani abharanani cha apavidhani kaikeya tani bhumim prapedire. She starts acting. So she removed all her makeup. Then she removed all the chitrapata, all the chitra. Tatas chitrani malyani, all the ornaments she was wearing, the garland. Divyani abharanani cha apavidhani. She threw it on the ground. First she lay down on the floor, that is Amangala. Look, drama. Valmiki in this sarga is dramatizing. Apavidhani kaikeya tani bhumim prapedire taya tani apavidhani malyani abharanani cha ashobhayanta vasudam nakshatrani. There again he uses a phrase. What happened? Instead of all these garlands and mala on the chest of Kaikeyi, these were thrown on the Bhumi, Vasudha, Ashobhayanta Vasudham. How was it? The Vasudha was ornamented like nakshatras ornament the Nabha. I told you, this sarga is masterpiece. 40 years back I studied. God's grace, I could understand. Tayatani apavidhani malyani abharanani cha ashobhayanta. Not only shobhayanta, ashobhayanta, more. It's superlative. Ashobhayanta vasudam nakshatrani yataha nabaha krodhagare. Then he also changes the scene. So When this Ayodhya sarga began, it was in the street of Ayodhya. Okay, first act. Then people were focusing on Prasadam Chandra Sankasam Aruroha. Everybody was focusing on Kaikeyi's palace. Now this scene is going to happen in a small dark room in Kaikeyi. So Valmiki brings the step by step. You should enjoy this place like this. Step by step. No wonder why people call Val Margadarshi Maharshi. Krodhagare nipatita sa. So far things are happening in the visitor place, living room of Kaikeyi. Now she enters, she starts throwing things, and then she is entering the act place where exactly the great act of Ramayana is going to begin. Krodhagare nipatita sa babau malinambara. Then she just tore her dress. Malinambara ekavenim. That too, all her braids she removed and then puts a simple knot. Ekavenim dridam baddha gata satveva kinnari. Then she fell down on the ground as if kinnari, a bird, has been hit. Gata sattvam, that means satvalok, that means permanent abode. Like when an arrow is put on a kinnari, a bird, it dies and goes to that paramaloga. Likewise, she fell on the ground. Krodhagare nipatita sa babau malinambara ekavenim dridam baddha gata satveva kinnari. That's what I said. We should transcend ourselves to Treta Yuga, and let's imagine that we are in Ayodhya. Now we are all focusing on what is happening in the Krodhagara. That stage, that particular stage. Ajñapya cha Maharajo. Now comes 10 o'clock. So this was happening. Parallelly, Dasharatha was in Meri. Ramo iti prajanam abhavan kata. He was thinking that everybody, not only my council of ministers, everybody in the street were rejoicing that tomorrow is Yavvarajya Pattabhishekam. Ajñapyacha Maharaja. So parallelly, Valmiki is bringing this, comparing and contrasting. Ajñapyacha Maharajo Raghavasya Abhishechanam. Rather, now the king has ordered for tomorrow's Abhishechanam in the Swapushya Dine. Upasthanam anugyapya pravivesha niveshanam. Beautiful phrase. Now the drama starts. He let the Sabha to go away. Upasthanam anugyapya. He let all the ministers and rishis go away. Pravivesha niveshanam. Beautiful. So he is now entering the Antapura of Kaikeyi. Look. This is what Kaikeyi is preparing. Now the act comes. Adhya Rama Abhisheko vai prasiddha iti jagnivane priyarham priyamakyatum vivesha antapuram vashi. And vashi. See, Valmiki also is going to change the character of Dasharatha. 3 things happened. Why did these things happen? 1, jealousy, revenge, and lust. Valmiki makes sure that Dasaratha went to the extreme heights of lust. That he says, hey Kaikeyi, if time permits we'll do, it's great sarga. If you want to kill somebody who should not be killed for no reason, I'll do that for you. In few sargas back, what did Valmiki say about Dasharatha? He was a Raja Rishi, Vakya Kovida. He only uses for 3 people Vakya Kovida, in fact 4. Sadananda, Vasishta, Dasaratha, and later on Maruti. Now this man is saying because of lust to the extreme head. So things happen because of jealousy. If you are jealous, anger kicks in. Second thing is, if anger kicks in, you have to take revenge out of somebody. Motiveless malignancy and revenge, as exhibited by Manthara. Jealousy, as exhibited by Kaikeyi. Third one, lust, exhibited by Dasharatha. So this is what this kavya is. She says, Adhya Rama Abhisheko vai prasiddha iti jagnivan priyarham priyamakyatum. I am going to tell this to my beloved. At that time, Valmiki uses the word vashi. He was having control of his sense. That control will go away in a kshana. Adhya Rama Abhisheko Vai prasiddha iti jagnivane priyargham priyamakyatum vivesha antapuram vashi raja vashi sa kaikeya griham sreshtam pravivesha mahayasha. Valmiki is very clear in saying until he sees Kaikeyi, because he could not digest seeing Kaikeyi like Malinambara. He was so attached, lust. Look at this. He is a very Vriddha. He has already lived for 60,000 years, according to Ramayana. If a guy can do that after 60,000 years, where are we? We are in Kali Yuga. Ramayana is such a beauty. You got to learn Ramayana from a guru. Thanks to my elders. Sa Kaikeya griham sreshtam. So he married so many women just to attract Hetal, I'm telling. But he only made Kaikeyi's Antapura Sreshtam. So he forgot about Kausalya, he forgot about Sumitra. Valmiki says this, Sreshtam griham pravivesha mahayasha. Previous sloka he said Vashi. Now he is a Mahayasha. Pandu, this is what it is. Pandu abhramiva akasham rahu yuktam nishakara. Beautiful. So he didn't think. Until then he was a man with control of senses. Now his sense is going away. Without knowing, he is going to be suffering like Chandra, suffering in the mouth of Rahu. Panduhu abhramiva akasham rahu yuttam nishakara. Beautiful. Then scenery. So when he is entering, I told you this is drama. So we have to take ourselves. Now we have seen two different acts. Now, how is the Antapura of Kaikeyi? Because he wanted to do everything, stud it with ornaments. Beautiful slokas, and we'll stop with that. Look at this. Shuka barhina sangushtam krauncha hamsa ruta yutam vaditra rava sangushtam kubja vamanika yutam. Few minutes will extend, we'll finish with this slok. Beautiful. So now this is drama, how he's describing the Antapura. Right? I was told that Viral's house is big. Shuka barhina sangushtam krauncha hamsa ruta yutam shuka. It was lot of parrots. Barhini, peacock, sangushtam. They were all making merry. Krauncha hamsa ruta yutam. Krauncha pakshi, hamsa making beautiful voice. Listen, this is drama. Vaditra rava sangushtam. So much noise. Then, not only that, there were a lot of short dwarf maids and hunchbacks. We already said, Kaikeyi said, you are the best among the hunchbacks. So she got served by many hunchbacks and many dwarf people. But the best among them was Manthara. Kubja vamanika yutam. She was being served. Kaikeyi was served by a lot of dwarf maids. Lata grihais chitra grihaischa champaka ashoka shobitaihi. Lata, lot of creepers, chitra, lot of chitrapata. Lata grihaischa, chitra grihaischa, shampaka flowers. Ashoka shobitaihi. Dhanta rajata sauvarna vedikabihi samayutam. This is that, if you know in drama, you put all the stills and all the posters behind. Valmiki is doing it. What is it? All the places were either studded with the dhanta, with the ivory. Dhanta, rajata, silver. Rajata, sauvarna. All the places, wherever it used to be, the doors were all made up of swarna, studded with gold, and then the door handles were all made by Danta, ivory. Danta Rajata Savarna Vedikabihi Samaitam. All the tables were all Danta Rajata Savarna Vide Vedikabihi Samaitam. Nitya Pushpa Palair Vrikshaihi Vapi bihi cho vapi bihi upashobhitam. Nitya Pushpa, there was flowering daily. Nitya Pushpa Palaihi, trees were all fruiting. Nitya Pushpa Palaihi Vrikshaihi Vapi bihi, all the tanks. Vapi means Kulam in Tamil. So all the small rivers. So it was like actually a romantic place. Nitya Pushpa Palaihi Vrikshaihi Vapi bihi upashobhitam. It was all blooming with all these dhanta rajata savarna samvritta paramasana. All the seats were all, not only the table, the seats. Dhanta rajata savarna samvrittam paramasanai vividai. Then people were eating too much. They didn't know what to eat. Vividaihi annapanaischa bhakshaischa vividaihapi. People didn't know anything about pain or suffering. Upapannam maharhaischa bhushitais tridivopamam. It was like a celestial place. Bhushitais tridivopamam. It's like tridivopamam. Tat pravishya maharajaha. Raja didn't know. So he was looking, all these merry things were going on, but not in the Krodagara. So these were all outside. Tat pravishya maharajaha swamantapuram hriddhim. The best Antapuram, na dadarsha priyam raja. Then he went to her Antapura. He didn't see her. Oh, his heart stopped. Na dadarsha priyam raja Kaikeyi shayanottame. The bed, the best bed. That also shayanottame. Na dadarsha priyam raja Kaikeyi shayanottame kama bhala samyukto ratyartam. This is what it is. He was burning with Manmata Kala. His body was burning, because all he used to do is, whenever the Raja comes after 60,000 years, Kaikeyi was waiting for Rati Manmata Sheshta. It was not that. Kama bhala samyukto, kama bhala samyukto. Wow, this Dasaratha was full of kama bhala. Ratyartam manujadipaha, ratyartam. A beautiful diplomatic fashion, Valmiki puts, Ratyartam Anujadipaha Apapashya Daitambar, Daitambarya, Priyambarya, the most favorite wife. Apashyan Daitambaryam Prapacha Vishai. He got sorrow because his body was burning. Kama Bala Samyukto Sat Ratyartam Manujadipaha Apashyan Daitambaryam Prapacha Vishasadaja. What is Shastra here? It's drama. Because this is what drama. Nahi tasya pura devi tam bela matyavartata. It had never happened. Nahi tasya pura. In previous time, it had never happened that Kaikeyi was never waiting for him. Nacha raja griham shunyam pravivesha. When Raja came, the house was not empty without Kaikeyi. So what is happening? So this is the drama is going to unfold. Nahi tasya pura devi tam bela matyavartata nacha raja griham shunyam pravivesha kadachana. The drama unfolds. Pavamana sududu patu padara vindamulaku ninama rupamulaku nitya Jaya Mangalam. Mangalam Gosalendraya Magani Gunabdaya Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Valmiki is a great dramatist. Ramayana begins with this drama. Shubham.